Hello and welcome back to Wicked Initiative. I'm your humble DM Dan Perez. With me, I got my wicked awesome adventurer. Say hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
You guys last week started off the ending of all endings, as you guys were kind of split up. One party in the gala and the other party at the Senso Coliseum. After the hijinks and company had shown up for some sort of dueling battle between these Pokemon trainers. During the course of this evening, you guys eventually find out the halflings that were in charge of Port Vischer, Macy Shadowmouse, and Korak Blackraven are not who they seemed to be. They are, in fact, these nefarious, sinister parents of your comrade Nixel Lightwing, also deeply involved in the Whisperwing Association, allies with the Three Swords of Archendale, Kronzatek, Fwankesh Lokdrokar, and one Rahazira. As you guys end up in combat with all of them, kind of separated, a bunch of group of cultists and things show up in the Colosseum, holding all of Gax's family at knife point. You guys unfortunately witness his firstborn get killed, murdered, assassinated, whatever you want to call it, before his eyes. And in a little bit of a game of chance, essentially, within Fwankesh's orb that was then stolen later on in the episode by Gax. At the same time, in the gala, not Fwankesh, Kronzatek and Rahazira show up, taunting Eladir and others there, Cedric and Ares. You guys eventually are run away. Probably a good idea based on what you were walking into there. You run towards the other party members because Eladir needed to get the base engine to Nixel. He needed it to be figured out now. You guys went that way. Camellia followed you guys with the portal-ish storm that she's got going on, and Kronzatek and Rahazira blink into existence here with the rest of the party. Aragar, you eventually end up fighting with Momaris and losing an arm in the process, as he pulled out a razor blade from this mechanism that's in, like, aligned on his arm. It's not like it's not in his arm, but yes, you were basically saving Nixel from his own demise. Ambition. And he sawed your arm off in the process. Zarzros and you eventually started fighting Fwankesh. You and Gax giving him some bodies blows and knocking him down on his ass, and stealing the orb. You are kind of like looming over his body when you get a shot that goes right past your ear into the ground. The sniper looming in the distance, almost as if tomorrow was watching out for you. You see the little egg that you've been carrying for quite some time start to emerge into a dragon. At the same time that basically Vethok is descending hellfire upon with his obsidian shard breath and everything, causing chaos around the mecha itself. He does land, but before he lands, he removes the moon from the situation. You guys see this giant, almost like eye-looking, like blue energy that replaces it, kind of like if you were to like zoom in on a person's eye, you would just see like the central pupil of darkness and void, and then around it that blue energy and like kind of like little frills of blue energy that float off of it, kind of like if you were to draw a sun. Ryoko emerges, in which Judgment Day happens. She scans your thoughts, she scans Aragar's thoughts, and then scans Kronzatex, who was essentially trying to fool this Ryoko by utilizing Rahazira's gifts, the juror's gifts, by altering psychically these stored memories within Kronzatex's memory. You guys are insightful to this and immediately pounce on the opportunity to take up combat. At that point in time, you guys are all there. You're witnessing all of this. Fonkesh is still on the ground, Rahazira nearby, Kronzatex standing with the sai, sidestepping a couple of swipes here and there. You guys see barreling towards you guys was Quintessa and Brothalon, engaged in kind of like this twisting motion where they're spiraling towards you guys in that kind of iconic kind of just two lizards essentially wrapping around each other and just spinning through air until they land into the ground. Before that, let's go back to their story. Brothalon and
so many people right now.
the Silverfang slash Brothalon slash Quintessa story after progressing from the tower area. Big boom. You see fire. We're looking from the point of view from Quintessa, and you see Silverfang down below. Quintessa feeling this kind of rage and energy that's just starting to suffuse into her. As if you look a little bit closer, you can see kind of her crystalline body suffusing this black, like bluish blood that is just starting to kind of pour and seep out of Silverfang's like skin. As it starts to kind of like cloud, you get that kind of like, if you were to drop oil in water, it just sort of like, and doesn't quite mesh quite right, but it starts to create these like vein-like tendrils all throughout the crystalline body. The eyes go bright red as the fire is coming towards them, and as they open their eyes and break out of the chains, you see Brothalon flying through, basically from the explosion. The door blasted open from the explosion, and out barreling through it comes Brothalon, latching onto Quintessa, blasting through the side of this tower. As they hit the ground, you see kind of Quintessa's much larger. Her eyes are red. She looks in matter of rage. She's flailing around, slashing and trying to grab anywhere that Brothalon has been able to find a crevice within her space without getting, like, he's moving his neck around, kind of trying to dodge the sweeping tail motions and things that would render him incapacitated. And you can see as they break apart for a second, you see he kneels down kind of like a cat waiting for the next strike to occur. You can see Quintessa takes a step back and as kind of like this dog-like prowl, just as she lifts her head up, you can see Brothalon looking deep into their eyes, and he sees Silverfang in the middle of the body. He sees the rippling vein-like structures of the blood. He says, Quintessa! Quintessa! You are not yourself. Let this man go. He's got cursed blood. You see, she has no control over her like motor functions as she's sort of starting to like seize. And he says, all Quintessa says, thirsty. I smell. And she raises her eyes and she looks deep into Brothalon's eyes as he's like slowly starting to back away, she pounces and grabs onto him, and you can see him try and dodge around as the neck comes down. Quintessa grabs onto it, and you hear these kind of like awful shrieks as Brothelon's basically like, let's go, this isn't you, stop, as they begin to like tussle and fight. He says, just as she clamps down hard on his neck, you see he says, just a little bit. As you can see, kind of as these kind of giant fangs start to come out of Quintessa's face, kind of like saber-toothed tiger fangs, launching into his neck. You can see through the crystalline structure, basically like if you were to see like venom or like pulp pulling through the tooth, as kind of like you see this dark or light blue kind of blood just start to like ooze out of his neck and suffuse into this body. You see he tries to basically flap his wings to get away, and as he is able to break free, you can see he's kind of dazed, and he prowls for a second, and you see the redness of Quintessa's eyes kind of like flicker and flash back to her like normal eyes. And then the rage kind of overcomes her again. And Brothelon, he says, your friends, they can help you, as he's kind of, you see like blood starting to pour out of his neck. And you see the visage of these eyes come back to the dark red with the black center, kind of just like a cat, predator-like. He says, don't do it. It's not. You can fight this, Quintessa. You can fight it. Please. As she lunges towards him, she starts to fly off with him, and that's when we get him barreling towards you guys. As they hit the ground, dirt flying everywhere, stone crumbling beneath it. Basically, those amphitheater steps made of stone just start to smash in as they both land. You guys witness this crystalline structure as you see Silverfang's body within there. You can see these vein-like tendrils, but you can see actively, you can see that the like darker bluish black blood is being intercepted by the lighter blue that's kind of like climbing down the neck area, because Silverfang is sitting in around the chest cavity. And you see Brothelon is not in good condition at all. He was already weak to begin with because he was still getting over his blood suffusion from earlier. He hasn't been able to regain his strength quite as much. But you can see him as he lands, he sort of gets up and he makes a motion to anyone he can see around. He says, the blood. The Moonstone Dragon blood. Quickly. And lifts a small claw to Quintessa as he kind of like collapses into the ground. What is it you guys do in this situation? You can see prowling around is Kronzatek. You see Ryoko, who is enraged. You see Vethak kind of like pulling against his claws. And you see, he says, Kronzatek, move aside. You see Kronzatek look back over his shoulder and he says, as you wish, King. As he moves aside, Vethok takes 2 steps forward and stares into Ryoko's eyes. He says, "My daughter, how long it's been. How much I've wanted to see you all this time. What do you think of this?" And you see Ryoko. She says, "I see someone who has fallen from grace, someone who hasn't taken up the path that he was supposed to." And you see Vethak recoils. He says, "I did everything I was supposed to do, everything that Lendis told me to do. What more could you ask of me? Is this not what we were asked to do? Obsidian dragons, all of us?" You see Ryoko says, "You were supposed to be a final say, a final defender of the truth. You've got it all backwards, father." You see, Vethak says, "No, you don't quite understand who we are." You see, Vethak moves, continues to prowl around. You can see Kronzatek sort of like almost playing with the sai. He's just sort of like pricking his finger back and forth as he's kind of like making eye motions to you guys, just coyly, very cockily.
Vethak, have you ever wondered why the Obsidian Dragons got the reputation they got? It's not because of you. It's because of lies from Kronzatek. He's had centuries to work this into the minds of people.
Kronzatek is the only one that's ever tried to grant me what I wish.
Bosco also did.
Ooh, give me a persuasion check.
Can I get us that?
Yeah, if you want to use your action.
Persuasion?
I don't know.
I'm so glad you said
no,
that
I'm gonna say
because
no.
I wanted to so bad and I'm stunned.
It's going to be a 20. Dirty 20.
You didn't have to.
You see at the mention of Bosco's name, you see he puts his head down. He says, and you see he kind of licks his larger, now kind of glowing teeth. You can see him contemplating, and he says, Bosco was wise, but he could never grant me what I wish.
And Kronzatek could. The only person who can grant you what you wish for is yourself. And you gave that to Kronzatek on a lie.
You see he makes a motion, an eyeing motion to Kronzatek, kind of in that sense of like distrust. And you see Kronzatek says, Vethak, you cannot believe this nothing. He's nobody. He was born from a nothing, a tube. His soul doesn't even exist.
And yet he is the judge, and you are not.
You watch your tongue.
But I am right.
You see Fuankesh stands up, kind of moves off his clothes. You guys are no longer stunned. That song has finished. And you see Fuankesh starts to slowly kind of approach you, Gax, and he says, you still don't understand everything, do you, Gax? Who you are. Who we are. After the research notes that we've left you.
All I know is you have kidnapped my family, hurt my friend, killed my child. And you want me to help you? Never.
I want you to understand what your father tried to do.
I don't believe anybody really understood what he was trying to do. Not even him. He was just a man trying to have a last rebellion. Have one last hurrah. One last laugh.
He gave himself up for that, and he points to the base engine.
Actually, dang it, no, I can't do it. Okay, I was gonna try and slink off in the shadows, but now everyone's looking at me.
That is what he gave himself up for. Not you, not your family, not your lizard folk kin. For that. And a space to look down upon everyone else. He was a slime ball.
Yeah, but at least he's trying to make up for it. Do something.
Make up for it.
He gave up his existence. He sacrificed to undo the things he has done in the past, which is what people do when they feel guilt. And how they die is sometimes how they are judged.
You see, Vethark says, "What do you know of guilt?
What do I know?
What do you know of guilt?"
There are things I could have done in my past. There are ways I could communicate better to people. There are mistakes I have made. I have lied too.
So that makes you better than me?
No, what makes me
Makes you better than him? And he motions to Kronstadt. Makes him better than...
What makes me better than you is the fact that I was willing to put myself in harm's way for another. Look at me. Look at what I had to give up so that their father wouldn't end them.
You see Kronstadt steps forward. He says, "I've heard enough. This ends tonight."
And now I'd like to slink off into the shadows.
You can give me a hide action. You see...
I'm gonna. Oh yeah, hold on.
Everyone who's not paralyzed anymore, are you guys really hurt? And then
I think most of us are bloody, except for maybe Ares. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not bloody.
You're not.
I'm a little hurt, but
you're really hurt.
Me and him are equally hurt. Me and Zozurus.
Then I'm gonna go to you, Argar, while you're giving this monologue, and I'm gonna just like slink behind you and use my cure wounds on you. That'd be my action.
Back massage.
Rub his stomach.
You're like,
Why did I think of the Pokemon Center healing sound?
I'm just bloody.
Okay.
Are you? Like give you a lot or done not a lot?
I just give me a decent amount. I'm like bloody. Usually to me means lower than half health. So
What's your? Can I ask your max HP? Is that a thing I can ask?
I mean,
I'm gonna heal Zozurus.
I like to do kind of loosey goosey with it. So
Okay. Then I'm gonna give the big hand.
yeah,
the big one.
The big one.
give me the big one.
The big boy.
The biggest one that I can right now, at least.
That's fine.
Can I ask a question? That Moonstone Dragon Blood that you mentioned, that's like the stuff that we had gotten when we were there saving him, right?
Mm-hmm.
That we have two of. I have two of, but I never used it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's definitely not as much as he suffused a second ago from Brothalon.
Argar 37.
She was basically like vampire sucking his blood out.
While all of that was going on, could I have been keeping an eye out for wherever that sniper was to see, is it aiming at another target? Can I tell where
Yeah, I
it
think that's
is?
kind of what allowed Fonkesh to get up, is that you turned around to sort of check where that shot came from. So go ahead and make a perception check with advantage or whatever because of your stuff, right?
My shield gives me advantage.
You got 20 hit points back, by the way.
You healed people? Okay.
20?
Yeah, 20.
So that's a 15 perception. I'm just looking to see if I can spot him at all, or like see, does he have a new target, like where?
What'd you roll? Sorry.
15.
15. You can, based on where it came past you have a general like idea of where it was, and it was definitely high up, in one of the nearby buildings. You can't pick him out, as he is currently hidden, but
I'd get a general.
you have a general idea that he's about probably 200, 300 feet out. No longer than a longbow would need to shoot. You see Kronzatek says, "I'm about finished with all this, and you guys, you and your party, are starting to really piss me off. Delaying the inevitable. Zotha is returning, whether you like it or not. It's just a matter of which side you would like to be on."
It's just a shame you won't be able to see it.
And I charge and attack him.
You charge and attack him.
I failed my fight action.
Okay.
FYI.
You're not Slinky.
I'm not.
You tripped over a rock.
Just face
Maybe
plants.
as
Face
he-
plants
as
into the
My,
box.
my gears started
The
falling
rock,
out of my
the
pockets.
rock's higher than you would expect. Rubble.
Um,
Flies right into it.
yeah, you go over and sit on a bench, and you're like, "This is a good spot to work."
This is fun.
You begin charging. You see Eladir motions to Avanya, and he basically does a hand signal, and
Which I should be able to understand.
what?
He's probably doing his little roguish things. I'm like, I should be able to understand what he's telling
He's telling her to basically cast a specific spell. The spell that she was practicing in Port Vischer. As you charge towards Gronzatek, Vethak rises. "All of you shall perish. Long live Zotha!" As he rises, he starts to spit out these obsidian shards. You see Ryoko rises up to meet him. As Avanya does, she does a couple of hand motions as that orb goes across. And you see as this kind of like almost milky white glowing light emerges to encompass the space, as these obsidian shards come down, it's basically like kind of like Dune, where that slow knife just you have that kind of thing happen with these obsidian shards that just start to like crumble and melt as she's like and she's basically just singing a song while she's doing it. You can see tears starting to form in her eyes, and as those tears start to form, they start turning into blood as she begins to like this is a lot of energy that she's potentially using right now to block all of this hellfire. And you can see Eladir then creates another bubble within that. And as he does, he locks you and Kronzatek in it.
Nice.
Okay.
Have at it.
Slugfest.
He says, as the second kind of like whitish glowing energy emerges from these mithril chains, it creates kind of like around you, kind of like a spectral chain that is just. It creates this dome over your head full of these chains that just start to wrap around in this small enclosed space. And before it closes, you hear basically him just say, "One nick. That's it. One nick. We'll deal with the rest. Quickly. This won't last for long." As it locks you in, basically 1v1 with Kronzatek. Everyone else, as Kronzatek is in there, you see the light emanate from the center as all of the immortals go kind of like white-eyed, and they start making their way towards you guys. Zesty Beyond is unaffected, basically gets rid of the cultists' easy money on those guys from Zesty as he secures your family. So you see that happen.
Zesty MVP.
As he secures your family, Zesty asks them all to get on his back, and you can see as your family is sort of like looping up above, he gives you a nod, and you hear in your head, "I'm taking them to safety." What is it you guys do next?
Flankesh is still
He
just
is.
out in the open.
Mm-hmm.
Turn back around and I told you you would die today. Take a swing.
Go ahead and take a swing. He has been hit pretty badly from the previous session when you guys kind of like smacked him onto the ground, onto his ass. You got some good damage on him.
Does a 17 hit?
No, it doesn't. His AC was an 18.
Second attack.
Yeah, boy.
Does a 24?
A 24 hits, yes.
I was half expecting him to go, oh no, he just did.
A swing and a miss.
She cast shield. Super shield. It's even stronger. Instead of 5, it's 20.
Plus 10.
Yeah.
That is
Oh. Yeah.
Great weapon master.
so 7 slashing and 1 radiant damage.
It's not a good set of D8s. Yeah.
So 8 total.
We just all gang up on Funkish.
8 total,
That's
and
what
then
He does one of those spin moves where his arm comes out too far and you get a glancing blow on the arm. You can see kind of this whitish mix of blood just start to like flow out of the arm and down it as it starts to pool across his fingers.
Funkish is the blue one, right?
Yeah.
I remember.
Can I ask a question because before I do what I do? Because I thought when I was asking about the dragon blood, can we like insight from what he was saying? Was he saying that meaning he needs it because he's hurt, or was he saying it because earlier he was talking about the cursed blood? He was like, Quintessa, you're not yourself.
No, he was intentionally showing you guys like, hey, this blood, she's thirsty. It'll help.
It will help
I think
for her to have the blood. That's what
Yes.
I was thinking. Okay, that's what I was thinking. So then my action, because I should have some of that. It's not a lot. I think I had a couple tubes that were given to me by somebody when we were there, when we were in the thing, but I didn't use it to open up the portal. He did, right?
Yeah.
So I want to take that out, pour that all over my freaking arrows, and I want to shoot it at Quintessa. With the moonstone dragon blood just dripping all on it. I just want to like dip it in this blood and then.
You go ahead and give me a shot.
Just trying to make sure I understood that.
This blood blood helps, right?
I was like, wait.
It's getting into
Does
her.
he want the blood, or can I like give the blood to her? Okay. And also, I'm pretty sure because I was stunned, I didn't move from my spot. So
Yeah.
Can I?
Yeah. You can use your steady aim feature.
Yeah. All right. So that is what is that? 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25.
25 hits.
My 1d6 plus 5.
You can see the suffusion continues from the from Silverfang's body, and you can see Brothelon kind of gasping for air, but also at the same time he's looking directly at Silverfang, and he says, "Stay with me, Prince. Stay with me, Prince."
All right. I have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
My dice do you so well.
12. Plus 5. What is it? 17?
17.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll count that as, I mean, you're not technically doing, you're not trying to damage.
I mean, the arrow is going for Quintessa. I didn't want
It does
to hit
strike
Silverfang.
true.
I want to hit Quintessa,
It
but
strikes
I'm trying to
deep
get
within
her,
like
with the
a
blood
shoulder
that
part
I dipped it in.
near where the wing attaches. As it hits, you can see the blue, like light blue blood start to seep in and throughout that space as it starts to crawl, and you can see it fighting off the cursed blood from within, suffusing out of Silverfang. You see Brothelon looks to you and just gives a like those knowing nod eyes of just like he's doing his best he can to basically like give you a yes, good, thank you.
Is he on like death saving throws, or is he just like super badly hurt?
He's just really badly hurt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just walk over, bang. Moves on.
Oh,
Are you gonna hit him?
I forgot. Can I? Are you gonna melee attack?
I will eventually.
Okay. I'm gonna bash him with my shield.
Okay.
Oh.
After my attack.
Yeah.
That gives you advantage,
DC,
right?
DC 15 strength
What?
saving throw.
15. Fails.
He goes prone.
You catch across the arm. He looks down. You see the white blood flowing off of it as he doesn't see the second strike coming and smacks him flat on his back. You can see he's trying to get up and roll around as fast as he can. Who wants to go next?
As a bonus action, I'm going to use Hungry Jaws on him. As soon as I see Zarzos hit him in the face, I'm just going to jump right on top of him.
Okay, go ahead and give me that attack roll.
Does that grapple him, like keep him down?
No, his bite feature doesn't grapple. He could use it to grapple, but then he doesn't do any damage.
But prone should give him advantage, right?
It
Yes.
does, yeah. 22 to hit.
22 hits, yeah.
I do 5 damage.
Okay.
Hungry.
Yeah.
That's just a bonus action, right?
Yes. As I like jump on him, I think with
Where is it you bite him at?
yeah.
You come
does-
from behind and bite around his neck area?
No, I think like as Zarzos hits him on the ground and he's dazed and he falls backwards. Like as soon as I see him on the ground, I just jump right on top, and yeah, and I wanna like bite off like the tip of his nose.
What the heck?
Yeah.
Dragonborn snout.
Oh
But
yeah.
isn't he
He's
more
got
like a
he's
lizard
got
folk?
more like a lizard folk snout.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just the
Um,
tippity tip.
When I bite it off, I look at him and I smile with like blood in my teeth. I say to him, "Flesh for flesh," and then I'm going to cast. I only have ranged spells.
You can use it melee. I'm okay with that. Give me an Arcana check.
Yeah, then I'll use guiding bolt, but in my fist. And then punch across his
I love
face.
It's my kind of guiding bolt.
Guiding fist.
Oh, that's really good. 22 for the Arcana check.
Yeah.
First guiding bolt ever.
Yeah, and then if I can use a melee. Damn it. 28 to hit.
28.
Yeah.
That definitely hits. So hold on before you roll damage. You see as you channel this energy into your fist in a new way, flying out of the portal comes like a single star as it lands into your fist, and you take it and you just right into his chest area on the ground.
Oh yeah.
And I am just doing. Okay.
Ooh, baby.
14 points of damage. Of radiant damage to him.
14.
Yes.
Okay.
He is slightly illuminated, and even when he gets off the ground, the next attack on him will have advantage due to guiding bolt.
You see as you punch this bolt into him, the star creates this almost black-like force that starts to create necrosis along his skin. As it peels away, you can see beneath it is just like raw muscle that is just has like flowing white veins throughout it. And as it starts to eat away at the muscle, you can hear him kind of like cry out essentially in pain, and you see he's still on the ground, but he's like trying to shove you off, and you see he digs his hand into it, and he's sort of just trying to check out the injury, and he starts to kind of cough up this like white mucousy blood.
Oh.
Okay.
He's not doing very well.
I guess if we're all
Oh, he's like
he's
just
bleeding.
on death's. Yeah.
if we're all jumping him, I guess I'll jump him next.
You jump after Fonkesh? Okay. Go ahead and give me an attack.
with my sword.
Yep.
Was it advantage, right?
Hey.
Nat 20, baby.
Yeah. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Get out of here. Not 20 now.
Go ahead and
Very end.
roll that damage dice.
He's gonna kill him, and I'm gonna jump him.
No, I'll make sure it's thematic. 7, but then times 2, 14. But then I'm going to use my bonus action to Divine Smite.
Okay.
Divine Smite is 2d8. So 13 plus 27.
27 points of damage.
Yes. Total.
How would you like to do this? Don't worry, I'm gonna make sure you get your comeuppance. I
Drag him to
look.
you.
They all jump him, and Cedric going last sees the blue robes and thinks back to when he was in Archendale, and how the blue sword killed Bemar. So, with
Throwback.
right session like 0, with Vindiction in his heart, his sword glows. And you said like it like opens his chest cavity, the
Yep.
previous.
Yep.
He just gets the tip of that sword and just wrenches it in to make sure it's in there. And Gax, with you on top, I release the sword to let you push the last of it in.
Yeah.
As you hear kind of like in your skull the booming voice of Ilmater, rid the world of his evil.
Yes, my lord.
My lord.
Sit here, my lord. It will
I
be
look at
done.
you and I remember that you took the sword from the tomb for me.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And thinking back, that promise that I gave you, I let you have your final way.
You owed him. Now you're like, here you go. Full circle.
What are the feelings going through Gax's
Oh, retribution.
heart and mind as he...
Pure retribution. I think he's the satisfaction from revenge, but the little pity at the end of it, because his life was so similar to Argar's, where if somebody actually just helped him instead of ignoring him and ostracizing him, this probably wouldn't have escalated so far. And then back to just pure satisfaction. Yeah, satisfaction of just killing him.
I think, yeah, with the pity that you feel, you knew that this man was similar to Aragar, and he just didn't have the same resources, didn't have someone looking out for him. His brother failed him, and I think as the life kind of leads his eyes, he doesn't really say much because he's too busy choking up blood. But you see kind of his last sight is not looking at you two, but looking at the stars.
Where is Mamaris?
Take my spell back.
Mamaris. He's prowling around, waiting for his turn to strike.
Damn. Any indication on how he's looking? I know he's taking a few.
He's taken some decent damage. He's not looking... He's not miserable, but he's not good either.
What about your mom? We got some licks in.
When you say your mom, his mom just shows up. Someone call your mom?
Stabs him in the back.
You wait.
Yeah.
That will happen next turn.
Shake.
I didn't got shanked by her once. I don't want to get shanked by her again.
Danger. See, the thing is, I know what I want to do. I know what I shouldn't do. Yeah, I want to grapple Mamaris. So I'm gonna fly at him, kind of in a straight line, kind of like Superman style, I guess, and try and like knock him off his feet.
So you're gonna do a
and
shove?
and grapple him.
Or grapple.
Grapple.
Okay.
Yeah, which isn't a great check. He has to succeed a strength or dexterity saving throw, and the DC is pretty low.
11.
Yeah, that passes.
That passes.
Yeah, so it's an 8. Okay, it's an 8 plus my strength modifier,
Which is a -5.
which is a which is
Yeah.
Wait, so he had to get a 3?
No, it's -1
You see as you fly towards him, he goes,
plus my proficiency.
he sort of just palm fists you and like keeps you flying as he stares at you, and he's like, you see, son, you should have showed up to martial arts. As smart as you are, you think that flying after me, you're going to be able to just barrel me over? Look at your form.
In a bonus action proc. No, it's on you, dang it. I can't do that.
Of all the tools that you have access to, you choose to fly straight at me. I almost feel bad for you, son. You make me look bad. As you always have.
It's not on me, it's on Squeeze.
No, it's on you. The not the beat pin, the cannon.
Oh, okay.
There's nothing else I can do. I have a bonus action, which I guess would be to proc the protector crest, which do you have any temp HP?
I do not have any attempt.
Then I'll just do that.
Do you have to be able to hold on? I was gonna say, before you see somebody, do you have to? Because can't your little drone like also hurt people, or can it only do one action, or like one? Like, is your shield like a shield die and it can only shield? Or?
No, it's technically not, but that's how I've played it the entire campaign, so I'm just going to keep it consistent.
Never mind that.
In this case, you're going to get, what was it? It was a D8 plus 5, so that's going to be 12 temp hit points
I will take that gladly.
to you. And I guess as I'm not really getting anywhere with the grapple on Mamaris, I'll stand back up, and I'm now in base to base with this guy, which kind of stinks, and I used my action, so I can't just shock and grasp and run away.
You see, he says you still don't have to die for this. You could just hand me the base engine. What do you say? Make the right decision, Nixel.
I'm not going to do that.
Really? You're gonna die for all of them? We can go back to the Fey Realm.
It's still
We can
better
rule
to die for them
the
than
way
die
we
for
were
me.
supposed to rule, Nixel.
You won't convince me.
Pity. Aragar. I think you're last to go.
I'm just staring at Kwanzaa.
So, you think you're the judge?
Perhaps I'm the judge of your fate.
Let's see how you.
You're missing something there.
I know. Let's see how you like this.
I start to channel the energy from the flail, and the third eye on my forehead opens up again, and I say his name, Kwanzaa, and cast Psychic Glance on him.
What's that save?
That is an intelligence saving throw, which I am hoping he's not got a great one, but
Hold on, let me make sure I have that right.
When you said you're missing something, I thought you were going to say I'm trying to even the odds.
yeah, no. DC is 16. Oh wait, no, it's 17. Sorry.
Nice.
Hold on, let me just pull up the stack because I don't remember that one. A +1.
Oh. Not smart boy.
And the DC was what?
17.
What'd you roll?
That's a 20.
That's crazy.
Because he's not allowed to roll that dice. I so want to be can't. Those are supposed to be mine.
Dice.
Yeah, no.
I can assure you they're not loaded.
Give it to me. Give me that green one back.
Okay. On a successful save, he takes half as much
Nice.
psychic damage.
Okay, so
He said he thinks he's a judge.
he has vulnerability to psychic damage.
That's what I was counting on.
Yeah.
I was counting on that.
I have nothing that does psychic damage, but
Let me borrow. I need 2 more.
Of what?
I want big dice. for
Wait,
this.
D6? No, 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 no.
Big dice for big damage.
This one rolls well. And this rolls well for me. Just like your other one. Oh, it didn't roll well for you. I'm so sorry. It didn't roll well for you.
It's pretty much the middle of the road.
Actual good one.
Yeah.
Did it not roll well for Travis, or did Travis not roll?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. My
Well,
green
well,
D6
well.
rolls great for damage for me.
6. 19. So 19 points of psychic damage, halved and then doubled because of vulnerability.
So 10 doubled 20.
Well, it's just be 19.
It would just be 19, yeah.
I'm not gonna take which die. I don't even know which dice are mine anymore. Here you go.
You lance out. You feel Lendis granting you this extra bit of oomph as you feel the pressure in your head start to converge into that one space and out through. You see that purplish, like silvery magic fly and connect with him. As he reels back, you can see he recoils. You can see his head sort of
Hurts, doesn't it? I've had my fair share.
You don't think I've had my fair share of that bullshit as well?
Clearly not enough if you haven't learned from Jaximar.
Well, you're about to learn something, boy. As you see him start to conjure his ability, you can see as he opens his palm and the sai starts to float forward, it spins as you can see gliding around the side of the sphere, or the dome essentially. You see these kind of like large knives that start to like filter around and come closer as they begin to spin, as they converge across and on all sides.
Okay.
I need a dex save.
Okay. There it is. Does a 12 succeed?
No.
I'm going to use my Ring of Evasion
Smart.
to succeed automatically.
Oh, you do succeed automatically?
Yep.
Cool. With that quick thinking, you see that these knives are coming flying at you from all angles. There's no way you can dodge this, so you twist the little ring on your still armed hand with another one of your finger, the thumb.
Yeah.
As you slide it across, you slow down time essentially enough for you to sort of like do the matrix in between these knives with this ring, as they into the sides of the wall. You see Kronzatek says, "That's a fancy ring. It's going to be nice getting my hands on that next. When I take your other arm."
Focus, Kronzatek. Ambition is your downfall.
Ambition is power.
Power is also restraint.
Spoken like a true nobody. At that point in time, did someone say mum? Stab. Where's my attack dice?
Yo, mama.
Did someone say mum?
24 to hit.
Yes.
30 points of damage.
Ooh. Ow. Big ow.
How much?
30. Big ow. Not down, but ouch. My robe.
She
My nice clothes.
basically
Oh,
she
yeah, you're right.
she comes up behind you. Did someone say mum? As she says mum, you feel this giant, almost like large knife, curved knife about this big, just plunge through your abdomen.
Oh, I surely didn't miss that.
As she just lifts it up just a bit. She says,
Back so soon?
"Skewered humans, my favorite."
Certainly not mine. I break him every time.
You see, who else is that? Oh, let's do Momaris. He says, "If you're gonna be such a little piece of shit like usual, well, I guess let's make this hurt."
Wow. Oh, my lord.
And he takes a couple steps away from you, and he says, and you can see him glancing around. He says, "You pick. Which one?"
Oh my gosh, he's so effed up.
"Which one of your friends do I kill, Nixel? Your choice. Or you can save them all and give me the base engine." Time's running out.
TikTok.
time's up. And he looks at Zarzaros.
Less worried. But I'm still worried for you.
And
He's gonna say me.
And he makes eye contact with Gearspark hiding in the window.
Yeah.
And he lunges towards Zarzaros with the blades out. And he motions to not Gax. He motions to Gearspark to shoot at Zarzaros as well as he gets nearby.
Excellent. So I'm paying super close attention to this. And I know there was a sniper round that went off before. I don't know where it came from, but I'm watching where it's coming from this time.
You'll see it when he shoots again. Yeah, because he breaks out of his hiding. Let's go with the attack on Zarzaros.
Nice AC.
19.
Oh, that's my AC.
I have a nice AC. Famous last words.
It was 11 plus 8.
have a
Oh,
nice AC.
man.
It's domed.
I have a nice AC, 19, and that's it.
I was hoping a lack of answer would maybe hit me.
That's going to be 25 points of damage.
That's not bad.
Didn't you just have that?
It's not
I
as bad
just
as
gave
the
him
kill
20.
shot.
I just gave him 20.
Is that the sniper rifle?
No, that was his attack with one of his knives.
Oh, no, never mind.
You still got BMG, yeah.
He now has advantage because of his buddy being near you. There's an 18 on the dice.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, plus like 25.
What's your current HP?
34,
And what's your maximum?
82.
There's no way he can do that much damage. He can't do 100 and something. So there's no point. There's no risk of insta death here.
You can do 160 damage.
I would hope not.
That's gonna be 35 points of damage.
How much
He's down.
she was at
Just
34.
above.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was one more than they needed.
Oh my gosh, how many times have you been doing this past couple sessions?
As you get stabbed in from one side, he finds that point underneath your plate armor. As you get that sense, and you basically from behind the other shot, as you locate this, you're scanning the area as you were on your last turn, kind of like looking for the space. You see this small little balding gnome pop out with a massive sniper rifle. But as you try to turn, that's where you get hit, and it stops you in your tracks, leaving you open for the second shot to fire off and hit you in the chest. As it flies through your armor, bits of your armor blast outwards, shrapnel blasting inwards, and you can feel the lights go out as you hit the deck.
Yeah, I think with a shot that did that much damage, I think my body probably also falls onto the ground.
The ragdoll.
Yeah, where did that come
And you
from?
see Momora says,
I'm not interested in, I'm not looking at Mamoris. I'm looking at where that shot came from.
you're looking past Momoris.
I'm ignoring the hell out of Mamoris right now. He looks at me and he's like, I'm like, I'm not listening to you at all, actually. You're cute, but I'm looking past you, bro. And ignore you.
Who else we got? We got Rahazira.
Forgot about her.
Forgot about it. I was trying to, like, how many friggin' villains do we got right
You
now?
see, Rahazira has been kind of just looming around the outskirts, but she slowly starts walking towards Avanya.
No.
She's the one holding the barrier right now.
And you see Avanya makes eye contact with her as you see Rahazira starts muttering some incantation under her breath, getting louder and louder and louder. And as she finishes, boom, it's one of those like audible, like echoing vocal lines. As Avanya needs to make a save here. Whoever would like to roll. She'll be making an int save.
Int?
What's the...
Yeah.
So me.
No, but we don't
No,
get our
it's
mod.
not your
Don't
mod.
get our
It's not your
modifiers.
mod.
Because Vanya gets what she gets.
That'd be wild.
Avanya gets a +3 here.
Oh, baby. 19.
19 will succeed, actually.
Come on, girl. Hold it together. Message.
Just sisterly love
Get
right
your
there.
shit together.
You can see her trying to hold on to this spell. The idea of behind what she was casting was just basically to break concentration. That was all the spell was. So there's no damage attached to it. She was just trying to break Avanya's concentration on what she was doing. What is that called?
Distraction.
No, there is a spell. I'm forgetting the name of the spell that does that.
That what?
It breaks concentration.
Damage, but
Oh, it was like Model Mind or something like that.
Yeah, it's some
I don't remember.
illusion or trance, whatever spell.
I don't remember, to be honest with you.
Either way, that's what she was doing here. There's no damage attached to it. But you see kind of like with that, blood starts pouring out of her nose as well as she's trying to like hold on to this spell. And you can see Vethak is just barraging this place. At that point in time, you guys see coming out in a streak and smashing into the ground, you guys see something gold into the ground.
you're so...
And in a split second, you see as Foxfire shows up, and he's panting. And in his hand, he has one of these like molten stones that he was required to get for you guys.
Aaron boy.
And he's trying to catch his breath. He says, "Darling, she's hurt badly. We were trying to get out as fast as we could, but she got hit on the exit. She just barely made it. Go, please, quickly. Give me an insight check."
Can we...
Oh, it might not actually.
Oh, not great.
Insight.
I'm locked
19.
I'm locked in combat. 9.
9, 19,
19.
11,
I am
20.
20,
19.
19. Czar's down, so he's not making the check.
He's not making any insight.
He's frantic, out of breath. He doesn't look hurt, but you did see her go down. He's holding the stone. And I think on an insight check, you see his eyes kind of looking around for Delana and Silverfang.
Nabi. I'm about to get in a brawl with this.
And I think he walks up to you, and because you're not hidden, right?
I mean, I'm up higher than everybody else. I never moved. I'm like kind of.
I
up
don't
on
think
the,
he
like-
would have wanted to get into the sphere
Okay.
of
I'm
all the
not in
chaos
middle.
when
You
he
said it was
blinked.
kinda like,
So he'd probably find you.
I'm not the one.
Everyone else heard the conversation and like things like that of that nature and understanding what's going on here. It's just he's next to you, Ares. This is what you needed, isn't it?
Yes, I snatch it from his hand and I like, go tell that one down there that Darley's hurt.
I'm a human skewer right now.
Oh, that's right. I forgot what happened to you.
By his mum. So.
Mom, I forgot. God, no, everyone's getting boned right now. Why can't I freaking heal her?
Have you seen Delana?
Where did I see her last?
She was going off to...
That skank?
Oh,
She was
that's
following-
your daughter!
She was following Quintessa and Silverfang and Rothos.
Yeah, but where
So
were we? What was
here.
that house called? Or where we were before?
You were at the gala.
Yeah, I was at the gala.
But whatever that building was.
Yeah.
She ran some other way at the gala. Guess running from trouble. Waiting to see how he reacts to that. She was running from trouble, I guess. Clearly, the rest of us are here.
She's left all alone in this chaos?
She's not here. She ran away.
What do you mean she ran away?
She ran off.
She's supposed to be with you and Eladir.
That's supposed to be with me and Eladir. I'm not her keeper.
I'm not saying you're the keeper.
Okay. I do not want to give this guy any more freaking crap. I don't know where your daughter is. I'm sorry. You've kind of got her hands full. Thank you for this. How did Darla get hurt? Somehow you did not have any scratches on you.
The kobolds in the mines. They're with the other group, the cultists and the immortals.
I'm like mid-skewer to the kobolds in a golden dragon.
Mid-skewer, like, nah, me.
Like I'm looking at you, I'm like, you hear this shit?
even his mom is like, that
He's
don't match.
That sounds like bullshit to me.
That's not true.
Whispers in your, he totally ran away.
She's like, no, that's not a good look.
Yeah.
Even I'm not that ugly.
Where I'm like, well, where the heck were
Stab
you?
in the back, but
She had to change form, all right? She changed into a halfling so we could get into the mines. On the way out, she got hit before she was able to transform back into her dragon self.
Well, let's hope the story matches.
What, you don't trust me still? After all of this, you still don't trust me?
No, I don't. If you want me to be completely honest, and I don't have time to fight with you right now, who do I need to get this freaking labrysite to? I don't remember. Or Zirconia.
Eladir, your daughter's nuts!
I shake him.
Oh, shake?
Don't you call me crazy ever again. No, I don't really do that. That's in my head. I have a vision of shanking him, and
I was
don't.
about to say, I look back at him and like,
The thought flashes across my head that I might just shank him, but I'm like, don't waste my energy right now.
I feel like me and Zoe have like, I know that look.
turns to the mother.
I
"Oh,
start
you guys
twitching.
might actually be friends."
Yeah, you get along great.
Who am I supposed to get the zirconium to originally? Was it Eladir or Nixel?
Him.
I know I got way down
I
there.
thought it was the Eladir, no?
No, I think he thought
No.
Nixel could do it, but get him something
Oh,
else.
Yeah.
And how far away is he from me right now?
So fucked.
Within running distance.
I don't know if I want to run.
Tom Brady.
I'm gonna,
Well, really,
I'm gonna shoot an arrow with it.
Wait, that's actually good. You can do catch and fire from Swan Princess.
She hits you in the forehead. You instantly die.
I'm gonna run down there.
Dude, you see
How far
shots.
away though? For real? How many feet? Like, would you say down there? I like to be having the high ground.
I think
don't
you
wanna
went
get
up. You said you went up like maybe 30 to 50 feet.
If you say it's not recording,
We will kill you. Nixel will die tonight.
he becomes the human skewer.
Crap. And he's with who's in front of him right now?
Mamar.
This is his dad.
Yeah.
Can I want to get a little closer, but I don't want to get like right up on them. And then can I just like mage hand it to you? I don't want to be next to your dad, right next there. I need some range. Can I like?
I don't blame
You can use your mage hand totally.
I'm like, I get a little closer, but I could like still move, so I'll just like literally mage hand and get you that zirconium right away on my turn.
Alright.
You're now in possession of the base engine and zirconium.
And I'm like,
Great.
This molten rock.
Two things that I have no clue what to do with.
well, you better figure it out, Nixel.
That's what you think I've been trying to do for how many sessions?
You see, Eladir sees you bring that over there, and Eladir's like, Nixel, To the Drake. The Crystal Drake.
If
Now.
the mage hand is my bonus action. Technically. I was
Yeah.
talking, mage hand is my bonus action, so before he tries to go, then I want to take a shot at his dad from far away. Like, 'cause
Okay.
he's right there.
For some reason, I really thought you were gonna shoot a firefox. I was like, I don't know.
Oh, I mean, it might come to that.
Yeah.
Fox
Not yet.
fire.
Not yet.
It might
Fox
come to
fire.
that. Alright, well, they're right next to each other.
Do it, I'm doing it.
Uh-oh.
Do you see this?
Did you see it?
Do you see this?
Ooh.
Why
So
is it stupid
ones.
dagger heart?
I'm so
I rolled
sorry.
a double 3
Oh.
with advantage. Both 3. Both
A
3.
3 ain't gonna hit.
Both
Got that.
3.
It's not a good feeling.
God, this really sucks. Alright, that was 11. Did not hit.
Yeah, no, an 11 will not hit. I think you maybe get distracted at the sight of Eladair telling Nixel to rush over and do whatever he needs to do to get Silverfang
I look
out.
over to Silverfang by accident. I'm like, pshoo! It just shoots the wrong way. It did not even shoot for your dad.
Yep, Silverfang
Puppy.
not looking good in there. The Immortals are gonna go, and this isn't gonna be any like a attack to hit anyone on the outside of that circle, so not Aragar. You guys are gonna just straight up take over this course of the battle. You'll just take passive damage,
Okay.
and you'll take 13 points of passive damage.
Sorry.
Wait,
That
all
doesn't
of
apply
us?
to you.
Everybody except for Zarzros and Aragar, because Zar's down and Aragar is in that
Now?
circle.
I'm about to be down.
I'm stuck in a duel.
Come on.
I think
I'm skewered. That's a cheap shot.
You're making all these commentaries.
I
while
think
you're-
Cedric Mavara is attacking you.
Mavar. Who's Mavar?
Mavar Bronx.
The immortal, but
Oh,
his
who's
mind-
the one that you.
Mavar.
Mavar.
Why is she attacking
She's
you?
under the
She's under the influence of
Oh, my bad.
Mavara
I missed that.
snapped
Her-
out of it.
all the immortals, that necklace, it's
That's right.
yeah.
No
Whatever.
response.
Forgot about that.
Zombified,
Yeah.
essentially.
Yes, I forgot. That sucks.
You see Quintessa still getting her bearings around, and she's gonna, as you approach, she will lash out at you, Nixel.
She's Quintessa, the dragon.
Yikes.
The crystal
19
dragon.
plus Mons.
You're so nonchalant right now.
Oh, it hits.
20 points of slashing damage.
How many? 20?
20.
You still up?
Yeah.
And then she'll use her feral scream.
Love
We
it.
thought we were out of it. We were not.
We're like, hey, we got rid of one.
Uh,
Oh, and the rest
I
is
need
sour.
Constitution saving throw from you and Gax.
Oh god.
It's a 9 for me.
22.
22 will pass, so you'll take half damage.
Or sorry, 21.
It still passes. 16 points of damage, so you'll take 8, Gax.
I'm down.
You've got everything in your pockets.
You see, as Nixel, you get close, you take a slash across it as you're trying to wildly, assess the situation. You get slammed by the tail and smashed against a rock that's just jutting out nearby. As you drop the zirconium and you drop the base engine onto the ground, you see Eladair says, "No!" as he runs over to you and begins to kind of shaking you forward. I'll use his turn to
Wake up! Slap.
The necromancer's just like, wake up!
You
wake up.
That literally, he's just like, "Wake up, you son of a bitch! I need you." As he braces your forearms with the mithril chains as they start to heat up, and he heals you for 14 points of damage.
Good job, Elvier.
As you are awoken by the shock of steaming hot iron and mithril coursing into, basically leaving flesh-rending wounds on your forearms. As he's just like,
Always wanted a tattoo, but this is different.
will you quit being so fucking smart-ass? Figure this out, quickly. I'll start the ritual now. As he
quote unquote figure it out.
as you see Delana showing up nearby.
Oh, that little skank. She can't get in here. Vanya's got a block.
She was hiding behind a rock. In the chaos, she slowly starts to emerge out,
Get out of here.
and she looks at Eladir, and she just nods her head. No, you don't, Eladir.
So many enemies.
The throne belongs to the Grey Withers, not the Fellmoons, and certainly not the Ansels.
That's all I need. to
Cursed
hear,
blood.
And I'm going to fire at her with my pistol.
Jock Ansul, yeah.
Oh, sorry. I was like,
Oh, wait, so
what?
this is Foxhar's daughter then?
Yeah.
That you're talking about.
The Grey Withers they made a deal that basically they were supposed to be.
He's like biting his tongue. You take a shot.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna shoot her. With
Go
my
ahead and
pistol.
take a shot.
Foxhar, where's my daughter?
I don't
Bang.
know. I don't know who this is.
Actually, I think if Eladir goes, fuck, put the gun down, Nixel, and figure this shit out. I can handle her.
Yeah, figure it out. So
Alright, fine.
get to work.
Use that money goes.
You see they fly into a frenzy. He draws his two scimitars and they start having a little dogfight here.
Delana
Yeah.
with Papa Fellmoon.
Yep.
Delana, sit your ass down.
He gonna make her.
He better.
Can't he just like pop her lung or something?
What he did to you?
He could if he wanted to use the spell, yeah.
That's right, he
Okay.
did.
Spells aren't cheats.
I'm gonna assume.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I
hit
don't
this girl.
know. I guess a Tinker's Tools check or something. I don't know. Or just a
Or a-
basic int.
Or Arcana.
Yeah, let's do Arcana.
It's literally a magic. It's a magic MacGuffin.
Arcana.
And actually, it's a bunch of things MacGuffin.
Mini MacGuffins.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Yikes.
He's having a bad day.
Yikes.
Had a bad day for the last 2 sessions. Yeah,
Not
so
good.
that one.
No.
A natural one?
No.
On a natural one, Kronzatek eyes Rahazira from the other side, and he makes 2 motions over to you as she seizes control or attempts to seize control on you. On a natural one, I need you to make an int save.
Oh, you fuck.
No. Was it again?
One.
Get rid of that dice. Is that the same one you rolled twice?
This is the one that usually gives me that 20.
Well, it ain't tonight, brother. Two
You
nat ones
fail
out.
miserably, and you see she seizes control of you. You start to, and it looks like you're doing what you're supposed to, so no one else really recognizes that you're not doing anything you're not supposed to. But in your own mind, you can tell that you've been seized, and as you start to break up this engine apart, piece by piece, knowing exactly how to do it, as you open it up and you view inside and you see all these small kind of like little aspects of light that are bouncing around, you see one of those blueprint ciphers in your head, and as you're trying to spin it to the one that would basically like start it up the proper way. What's up, bub?
Okay, Bob.
If this is a blueprint, have the Portrait of Elemental Harmony on, that gives me advantage.
Yeah, but you didn't have advantage on the save.
When you have advantage on the first
But I
roll.
would have had advantage
On
on
that
the
first roll?
intelligence check.
What's your ability say again?
While attuned to the portrait, the art while attuned to the portrait with one set of artisan's tools of their choice. Additionally, they gain advantage on intelligence checks related to understanding and deciphering magical blueprints and schematics.
Intelligence checks.
I think that might have been a raccoon knocking over our trash can.
Pascal! Where's Pascal?
Not Pascal.
That's a check.
I don't think that applies here because you hadn't opened the mechanism yet.
Yeah, I think later you said you were taking it apart and then realized. That sucks though.
Can you look at your traits real quick for me, though?
Wait for that saving throw. One of us got you. I barely survived.
Yeah, we're all below half now.
Oh, you could.
You good?
Me right now. Yes.
A liquid.
Darley's at too.
See, Darley's the only
And
one.
I got 2 spell slots left, and I'm gonna have to use them. Right.
Yeah, we're good. Keep going.
Instead of going the proper way with the cipher, it goes the opposite way, and you see it spell out basically Kethlock on this combination. As the humming begins, you see all the people in the crowd starting to transform anything that is still alive at this point. You see the rough transformations of them all. And you see Kronzatek moves back to you. He says, "The world is at an end. It's time for Zotha to take his place."
Do I need to repeat myself?
And I attack him.
Go ahead.
Yeah, winding up with verdict. 2 attacks. First attack.
You can do so with advantage because of the reeling that he's still having from the psychic lance.
Even despite the fact that he succeeded.
Yeah.
So that's the first attack's 18.
Much better.
18.
18 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
That does not hit.
That's the first attack. The second attack.
Yep.
Is that still at advantage?
Yep.
Natural 20.
You got a nat 20? So he physically can't cancel that out with anything because it's a critical hit.
Yeah. When I'm pressing against, like, I'm trying to aggress against him like a freaking dervish. I'm moving the flail as fast as humanly possible until he can't dodge anymore.
You are smashing the flail back and forth, trying to get him into a position where he's locked in. And this guy is very dexterous. Eventually you get him to a spot where he's kind of wedged up into one of these broken spots where something had, like the stone steps had busted apart, and he takes a misstep. You calculate that misstep, and as you come across, the slightest glance across his cheek, as you can see as he gets hit, and he stops for a second, and he looks, he says, and you see kind of the world stop.
The thing about being born in poverty is you have nothing to lose but your principles.
Underneath the line here on his cheek, that critical hit, basically. You got like the edge of the flail that just kind of glanced across him. You see underneath as the skin starts to peel away, just nothing. And then as it starts to crystallize, almost kind of like if you were to take a small hammer to a piece of like car glass and just as it starts to shatter.
Creates that like chain lightning effect, yeah.
And he walks forward and he says to you, I've never been bested before. Neither mentally, physically. Bro!
I was waiting for it. I was waiting for it.
My mother this way.
I was waiting for it.
Oh my gosh.
This is back.
You see Krunzatek, and he says, this is...
Humbling.
He looks up to the sky and he says, he looks up to the blue portal essentially hanging in the sky. He says, none of this was ever supposed to happen.
I imagine being the better of others for all of your life. The one thing you don't learn is humility. My life has been humility.
I've watched the stars come and go. 300 years I waited. Time catches up to you.
Time catches up to all of us, as is us role as a judge.
The poison of our world will always be how we treat one another. Justice is the truth that we see in ourselves. I know that now. But the part I forgot to do was be merciful. So,
I look at my arm. Well, my missing arm.
I understand.
would you allow me this one chance to redeem myself, Aragar, judge of the Mecca and Asgora, and all of the dragon kind?
You already defeated him. Isn't he like shooting like this?
A nod.
You see, he takes a big sigh. And then he takes out the sigh.
Oh, that's what you meant first. He takes a big sigh.
Bang!
That's what I thought you meant.
Flips it around. Donk!
Psych.
He takes a big sigh.
It's life and death. So.
And you can see... I'm trying to decide if he would tear in this time. No. You see, he takes a big sigh, this is yours. It can make you who you are supposed to be. The decider of life and death.
Am I? Being a judge is to decide. It's not just to decide who's right and wrong, or who lives and dies. That role can sometimes be given by someone else.
Putting one's life before another will always be the most important piece of being a judge.
That I've learned.
I use a bonus action to. Can I reel the flail into my other arm, or to my non-branded arm? I do that with my free hand. I take the sai.
You take the sai, and as you feel its power in your hands, the ruby on it starts to glow, and you can see the eye within it. The same eye that you had seen in that kind of weird ruby rock.
Yeah.
And you see, he says, Fuankesh, Rahazira, the Immortals, the Paladins of our Mercy, those who live in the Fey realm, the Necrocells, the Crystal Wyverns, they're all yours. You decide their fate from here on out. My time is done. He looks up to the sky and he says,
I understand the burden.
I watched how your creator moved and thought. He thought he could solve the world's problems by himself. He didn't rely on anyone else. I've lost so many in my time, and it ate me alive. And I was deceived by more than one person over my life. And I also did the same back. What you choose to do with this information, I won't know. But Kethlok needs your help. Fuankesh's ambitions and need for some sort of recognition ruined what was supposed to be sacred. Imara, and this is the first time you've heard that name, he says, I fell victim to the exploitations of the juror. The juror, he tempted me.
As the juror tempts himself, so it seems.
The Juror listens to the thoughts and ideas and prayers of the people. If you can alter their thoughts and prayers, you can change the world. It's not about one person, and I recognize that now. It's about who you keep nearby. Those you trust with this information. The stars, they're lovely tonight, aren't they? And as you look up and you look back down, he's gone. Nothing but ash on the ground.
I do I guess I do a gesture that would be considered like a respectful bow or something like the equivalent of that in like lizard folk culture in the Veshlands. Basically give him, farewell, blessing, kind of a thing.
As you do that, as you kneel down, kind of looking, peeking around in the ash, the ash has formed a symbol in the ground. And on it is the judge's symbol, but wrapped around it is the chain. Basically, almost like a noose around it, strangling it out.
The chain of the judge, the chain is strangling the symbol out of the ashes. Is it tangible, or is it just like a...
It's just a representation of, and I think as you're kind of analyzing it and looking at it, you hear Lendus's voice kind of booming in your mind. He says, one of the most powerful, the most blind. You've done well, Aragar. It's time to show the people what it means to be a judge.
I think so.
Take up the lavrosite. As you dig your hand into the ashes and pull through that kind of choked out symbol, you get that bit of lavrosite in your hand. And he says, it's time for you to finish what should have been done long ago. What I started long ago. In my feeble attempts to gain some edge in our fight with Zotha, I manipulated his son into joining me as a servant. Take the stone and stab it with the sai when you are ready.
The stone and stab it with the sai. Okay. Can I actually see outside of this?
Oh, we can see into.
Is he outside of it now?
I think I'm still in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you guys never lost sight of him. He just wasn't interactable.
Yeah, I think I'm still in that state. Right?
You're still in it, yeah. Elodier hasn't broken it.
I do look around. I look at every single one of my friends.
You visibly see Mavara basically like shanking Cedric.
Slobbing.
I got shanked from the back and
You
shanked
see-
from the front.
You see Zarzros on the ground looking deathly. You see Nixel on razor's edge.
Hang on, everyone. Let me unshackle the immortals.
I place the ladder sled down, I hold it down in place, and I stab it with the side. Oh wait, hold on, no, I can't do that. I take one of my feet, kneel down, use the feet to keep it still, and then
You
do that
use
with the
your
side.
little nub to hold it still.
Oh, I guess it's kind of, no, not really.
Stump.
Don't have
Yeah.
the right angling.
That's true.
As you stab into the side, it cracks slightly, and as you proceed to continue to push further in with all your might, you go further as blood starts to pour out. As you see all of the stones on all of the immortals start to drip this purple blood. As they begin to drip, you see the eyes go back to normal. You see Mavara goes, oh.
I feel like Mavara swords in me. I'm like, oh, how nice of you to join us.
Oh shit! The fuck happened to me?
Can you please remove your weapon?
Where's Zazros?
I like shake. I'm away from dying, so I'm like.
And him already out on the ground.
I him too.
She shoves away from you and sprints over to.
Wow,
How does she do damage? How hard does that shove?
No, it's more of just a like getting herself going shove.
Okay.
You know how like you're like pushing to
if
get
it was
up.
a full action, I'm gone.
No. She's not doing anything like that. No, she just pushes you aside and she sprints over to Zardros. You see, as you smash into this, Vethak looming above. You see Avanya holding down the hellfire. Delana is engaged in a battle with Eladir. Nixel is being essentially dominated by Rahazira.
Ooh, Rahazira found herself a
You
new
smash into this. As you do, you see the portal start to close up. You see the new moon, the crescent moon, emerge, just the slightest sliver of it. You see the eyes come back on Quintessa. You see, not come back, sorry, like come back to normal.
Like go from the red to...
Go from red to her normal self. She's shaking things off. She's viewing her surroundings. You see Vethak all of a sudden sort of like go wide-eyed, like you just struck something personal to him. And he flies towards that force field, climbs through it as Avanya's force breaks. She falls onto the ground kind of limp, essentially exhausted. She's not hurt, but she's exhausted. And as he climbs towards you, lets out one of those obsidian shards. As it slices through Eladir's spell, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. It's been another round, right? This is okay. Yeah. Since I used the ring.
Yeah.
Wait, actually.
Obviously, a lot is happening at once, so
Can we take actions as well, or?
yeah.
That's going to be a you said dexterity. It's going to be an 11, but I'm going to use my reaction this round, so I won't have it for the remainder, to use my last charge of the Ring of Evasion to succeed.
You jump out of the way of this blast. Vethak lands as flying out from behind Vethak, you see the golden dragon. You see Darly. You see a giant gash on her backside from where she was stabbed as she was climbing out of the hole, but it's much longer on her actual like dragonoid form. As she's flying towards she. On that evasion, you dodge out of the way from the shard, and Darley blasts into Vethak and starts to get entangled in that. What is it you guys would like to do here before I move on?
Am I still within shaking distance of the mom?
Yep.
If I move away, am I gonna get shanked?
She's standing right there.
Whispering in your ear, I've been here the whole time.
You wanna call your mommy now?
Mavar saw me in like fighting, holding on for dear life, and she's like, "Where's Czar? Goodbye." Well, actually, I will do healing word on Czar from where I am.
Okay.
So you're gonna get.
I succeeded my saving throw.
Yeah, but you're gonna be down, right? So don't want you to look bad in front of the hubs. 2d8. Sorry, 2d4. You get 15 health back.
The minute you get 15 health back, he shoots at you again.
Who does?
What?
Gear spark.
The sniper?
Yep.
Really? We all haven't gone yet. Brother,
24.
he needs to understand it. It's not his turn yet.
I'm like on death's door, but you're not leaving us now, Czar. Like you get that a shot comes out from the field.
Boom!
Am I still being dominated?
Yeah, I'm gonna say like Czar comes back up. What the fuck?
Am I still
I would have
being,
just saved my spell slots.
Am I still being dominatrix over here?
Dominatrix.
Yeah, you have to make another save.
Well, I was gonna use the other spell slot on myself, but
That's going to be 30 points of damage, but before you take it, it's not hitting you.
yeah.
Is it hitting Mavara?
Mavar ran to your aid and shoves you away from the side as she takes it straight to the heart.
Oh no, bruh.
She says, "Watch out!" Pushes you aside,
No.
and she gets hit directly in the heart.
I like scramble up and like
So much
come
for being
over to her.
immortal.
Is she like conscious at least?
She's
Or does she look
barely breathing.
Oh, can I have my action still? Can I use my action?
Yeah.
Spare the dying. It doesn't heal her, but it'll stabilize her.
Okay, she's stable,
Yes.
but she's not doing good. Her chest cavity has been
just
opened up.
used all my turn, and I turn back at Mrs. Lightwing.
Mrs. Lightwing.
I've done what Ilmater calls me to do. The rest is beyond my hand.
You know, I've read up on Ilmater's literature.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're supposed to love suffering.
No.
As she says that, I bust free from the. I did the save. I got a 19.
That'll do it.
That'll do it. You haven't read shit. And then I'm gonna fly away as fast as humanly possible towards the sniper.
Oh, I thought you were gonna come help me.
No.
I thought you were gonna help me.
Wait. He said wait.
You start flying off towards the sniper.
Yep. As fast as humanly possible.
I can't move, or I get a react, or I take a opportunity attack, and I have nothing else, so I just look at her and go, "What you do is beyond my hands."
I think I'm gonna have some fun with you. Not like that, you freak.
I didn't say anything.
You were thinking it.
Aries from the corner. You were thinking it.
You were thinking it. You.
She goes, "You
Wait,
would be so
we used
lucky."
to call you? Yeah, we did call you a freak, right? Isn't that what I called you all the time? With
Certified
the toe?
freak.
Certified freak.
Yeah, he's a
Certified freak.
certified freak.
You see, as you fly away, Eladir's like, "Where the fuck are you going, Nixel?
Yeah. seeing
Finish
Nick-
the job!"
Seeing Nixel fly away, I think I'm gonna start like running over to Elidir and being like, "I'll just help."
Finally, someone of a clear head.
Yeah, and I'm going to go straight to Queen Tessa with the box and the ore, And I'm just gonna pretty much do it next to them. I'm gonna look at it and be like, how the fuck am I supposed to do this?
You'll probably still do better than me.
Yeah,
Just dump it all in one.
An Arcana check.
Arcana, yeah, would be most applicable here since you don't have like a tinker's tools.
Yeah, no. Can I give myself guidance as I'm doing this?
Yeah,
Maybe, like,
I mean, if you want to use you, yeah, it can all be kind of like the one action essentially. One's like an object interaction.
Wait, did the boots of speed make me too fast for opportunity attacks or no?
No, you can still get hit with an opportunity attack.
21.
21. A druid of the Circle of the Stars, looking at this box, not necessarily understanding what this cipher does, but understanding that the people in here were once companions, friends, family from home, all in their starry forms. And I think as you look into the box, they look up at you. They recognize you. And you kind of feel this connection of the Circle of Stars. The first time, other than feeling connected to Agarros as a whole, you feel connected to these people deeply. And as you look up and you see the portal beginning to close, I think, what's your passive insight?
18.
That's pretty high. I think you recognize, though they are your friends and family and kin, they ultimately do not belong here. They belong wherever that is. And they're trying to get back there. That's why they were singing when they were there. And why they're grumbling when they're here. Perhaps Von Kesh was trying to do something, but he was doing it all the wrong way. And he was abusing it. Perhaps your father had the right idea, but the wrong execution as well. Or maybe your father just was waiting for the right time to show somebody something. It's not about undoing or fixing this box. It's about getting it home. Could that possibly make it all right? Could that possibly change the stars? Could it stop Zotha from coming? Could it reverse the effects on all these people affected by Loch Thum? It's got incredible power that it wields. The power of your kin. The stars answer to you. They have since you were a little boy. And if you do take it up there, do you go with them? Do you tell Zesty to bring your family? Or do you go back home and shepherd those that are still lost here? Find the remaining and send them home a different way?
With, I guess, all these new possibilities now floating into Gex's head. Looking into the box and seeing the, I guess, relatives. I wouldn't say I don't think in Gax's mind he'd call them kin, because he views the lizard people on Agros as kin, not a clutch or a group of people he's never met. But whispering into the box, I say, I will be your bridge. So I think he's making up his mind that he'd rather shepherd people than abandon them here, or even collecting them all and sending them back and going with them. I think he'd rather try and be the bridge that he thinks his father intended him to be. Since he's from both worlds, he has the unique opportunity to build relations on both sides.
You see, as you're sort of whispering these things back and forth, and they're giving you positive encouragement, you see a couple feet away from you on the ground, sort of peeking out, is Avanya out of the rubble, and she picks up her head and she says, Gax, can you hear them? Their song is beautiful.
I can see them, but I can't hear them yet.
Listen closer. And as you listen closer, give me a perception check.
23.
On a 23, as you perk your ears, your lizard folk ears, to listen in closer. Do lizard folk even have ears?
We got the little holes.
Yeah.
Your ear hole. As you perk your ear hole.
I completely turn my head and like shove it into the box.
It's literally all it is, just an opening. There's nothing else.
Yeah. You get one of those kind of like seashell sounding things where you hear the gardens of that story that I told about Amara. The flowing water, the beautiful streams, and you can smell the pink flowers in your nose, in your nostrils. You can taste the air, taste sweet, it tastes familiar. And Avanya leans her head up even higher and she says, You can hear them, can't you?
Yes.
If you could save my mother, or... And she starts to break down a little bit. She says, or you can take them home.
Save Rahazira or
Just
So-
make him somebody
well,
else's problem.
No, separate the souls.
They don't need her if they have you.
Oh. So I go with them, or I ship the mother off.
I can deal with my father. He'll despise you for a time, but he'll come around.
A time for
Not if he wants a judge on his side.
And the worst part is too, literally, Elidir did all of this for his family, and I'm gonna send the mother away, but because Gax is doing it for his family. Who else is gonna be able to bring back his wife and his kid other than him, to make it like his life mission to figure out how to revive the dead? Oh, this is gonna start all over.
That's the danger.
History repeats itself.
Yeah. No, it rhymes.
Does the judge have any wise words?
You have family. I don't. But you are my brother. Either way, you'll be making a sacrifice. Make one that you feel comfortable transcending your fate.
Nodding to that, I'll look at Avanya. I'm sorry. And I'm gonna send Rahazir and them away.
You walk over to, actually, I don't even think you need to walk. You whisper a couple of words that you didn't know you could speak as you begin chanting in a similar Sylvan language that you had heard them speaking this whole time. And as you join in with their choir, I think the sound reverberates, the music loudens, as Elidir turns, stops his fighting for a split second, kind of maddened and in shock at the same time, but doesn't say anything, looks at you as you begin chanting this spell. The box starts to glow. He basically, his knees buckle, he goes down to his knees on the ground, kind of like just in anguish, misery, upset. His heart hurts as you see the soul rip from Rahazira's life force, and like a white mote flying across into the box where it sits and begins to hum along. And you can see, as you zoom in a little bit closer, you can see the visage of this woman now, an elf, and you can see a similar storyline happening within real time in this box where these other lizard folk and moon beings, essentially celestial beings that are now around her, wanting to feel, touch, worship, praise, whatever it is they're doing. And as you finish it, you finish the chant, the box raises, and it rises into that portal-ish area. As the portal starts to close, you see the box rise through it, and then the last thing, just a glimmer of beam of light down into the ground, and you're left with a small coin. And on both sides is the symbol of halal, a message. As you bend down to pick up the coin and you look it over, pretty ordinary, you've seen it before. You flick it once, falls back in your hand, and you all hear simultaneously a voice in your head from Halal. You recognize this voice instantly, Nixel. Well done, all of you. You've passed the test. Now it's time to rebuild. You've stopped the Age of Harmony. You've realigned the cosmos. The people are going to need you. Whether you're human, dragonborn, lizard folk, fairy, elf, whatever it is you are, halfling. You must all get along together. If you can't do that, the world ends. It never survives. It will continue the cycle of pain and anguish. Go console your loved ones, take care of your dead. And then, like a wisp, nothing. No goodbye. No disconnecting of a call.
Slam.
I know your moment has somewhat passed, but I have an ability for when she got shot.
Oh yeah?
I have the aura of a guardian, and I want to magically take the damage.
Bruh.
She will not be harmed.
Then I just flipped the script and I would have done spare the dying on him.
Okay.
So I would just be stable.
Yes. Instead of you holding her, she's holding you.
You see laying on the ground, actually dead at this point after looking around all of this, is Vethak's lifeless body.
What about Mrs. Lightling right in front of me?
I actually don't see that because I'm booking it towards Gearspark.
And lightly breathing next to him is Darly, still in not in dragonoid form anymore. She's in halfling form. Big pregnant belly. Blood pooling out of her back.
Am I still right in front of Mrs. Lightwing?
Don't look at Mrs.
Is she
White
still
Wing.
just
They're kind of just like there at this point.
I'm guessing they're losing the will to fight because what are they fighting for?
And I'm already not putting up a fight to her, like I said.
In all this time, have I reached Gearspark yet?
You fly over to where Gearspark is.
That's the voice you make. Give it up, Gearspark.
Give what up?
You know what I'm here for.
These nuts?
No.
No, seriously. These nuts. And he holds out
Still
some
my
acorns.
design. I know what that is.
This isn't your design. This is my design. Always has been.
You're mistaken.
Look. I taught you many things, but I can't teach you all of them. You gotta learn for yourself sometimes.
The beauty is you thought you taught me everything I know, but you didn't.
How much is it gonna cost you to let me out of this?
That rifle.
Fair. Hands you the rifle.
Immediately points it at Mamaris and I'm taking a shot.
Oh, very cool. Give it a shot.
I have no idea. What? How? What's this rifle do?
You see, basically, from you guys' point of view, Nixel flew off. There's been quiet from Nixel, nothing said from him, and Mamaris and Camellia are just sort of like there, being like shaking their heads, like, "Well, we did what we came to do, but it didn't quite go so well." And she's like, "Yeah, well, we could have still killed some of them." And Mamaris is like, "Look, there's no reason to, love. Like, let's just go back home.
I look at her like, yeah, listen to him.
We'll find someone else to shank."
How does this pistol, the rifle work? What's the modifier on it?
Whatever your mod is.
Maybe a pistol.
Great. So my cool moment misses.
Oh.
I think a 15 misses Mamaris, yeah?
It's like, let's go home. Right by you.
Flies past him. He said he looks up. He says, you guys hear he speaks to Camellia. He's like, gets a brand new sniper rifle from Gearspark and can't fucking aim. Useless twerp. Time to go home, love. Unless you guys step in to do anything, they will vanish.
I can't.
What about
The moment she vanishes-
How are the immortals looking? Like, are
The
they
immortals
still-
are all getting their bearings. They're like, what the hell just happened to me? But they are assessing the wounded. They're making sure that they're killing anything that was left behind, like cultist-wise. And you also see in this moment...
What is all this kerfluffle, Foxfire, Delana, Avanya, Silverfang?
yeah, so let's go through that
Family
mess right now.
reunion.
That mess.
I will say, if there's like a bit of time in between, I'm going to go help Darlie with her.
Oh, that's what I was about
You're
to
gonna go
do.
deliver
I
a
was gonna-
baby?
No,
Argar
no,
might be.
I was gonna say
No,
that
I'm just gonna
too,
use
that
the
the
med
moment
kit.
that she
I'm gonna
poofs away.
She's gonna be subjected
I'm
to
sprinting to
those
Darlie.
folks smelling salts.
Here.
So we got multiple people running to Darlie.
The
Darling.
two things that I wanted to do was to heal Zarzaros,
Yeah.
so he does not die.
I was going.
Take it up,
stable,
brother.
but yeah, I was.
Third
That's a good
time.
point.
Nixel, the last thing you see of your parents, since no one else is intercepting them, is a vulgar gesture.
Well, I was actually what I was gonna say is if you would allow it, if I would cast a spell at his parents and then run and heal Zarzaros.
Can you do both?
I think that's fair enough.
Um,
Although neither one is necessarily at death's door unless you were to like upcast big time.
I was gonna just waste my last third level spell on them.
What's the third level spell? How many dice can you do?
I can throw 6d6.
Oh, actually, that's not bad. The one that's more wounded is Mamaris.
Oh, I got 19. 28 to hit.
A 20 hits.
Oh yeah.
Feeling energized from the moon, the stars.
Oh.
Big money. Oh yeah.
6. So that was 4 and then 2. Wait.
19.
Altogether or?
No. The first four was 19.
Oh, okay. 28 points. Of
Not
radiant
quite.
damage.
Not quite. Almost. You give us really quick blast when they're least expecting it. You smash into him, and at that moment he sneers, obviously heavily wounded, and they realize they got to get the hell out of here, otherwise they're not going to be able to, for lack of a better term, respawn, because they can do that in the Fae.
And then it's actually a lot better. 16, 22.
Those are D8s.
Yeah. 22, 25, 30 plus 36 points back to you.
No, that's 3,600. Or 30.
He is invincible.
He's energized.
I have all of the health.
Let's get into this other mess here for a second.
Ugly family drama.
You see
He's gonna take a break. He's
Elidir is visibly upset on the ground. Delana has stopped fighting and she's looking around for Foxfire.
Oh, Daddy.
Um,
Daddy ain't gonna save you.
He disappeared.
you see the crystal wyvern, that moonstone blood. You see Brothalon has gone over there and is sort of just like rubbing the back, the large crystal back of this beast as it's like slowly heaving. As you see kind of like emerging out of that, kind of like jelly almost slumps over Silverfang as the zirconium was basically placed nearby. It wasn't even like touched on this person. It was just like being in the area of it did the trick. You can see that as they come to, the thing itself disconnects from the spinal cord as Silverfang kind of goes limp, as he takes one like crawl forward and then starts to like push himself up. You can see he's more of himself now. He's covered in this like weird blue goo, essentially, that's just sort of like slowly dripping off of him. His clothes partially dissolved. You can see like ribbed part of his midsections that are just like hanging out. Ribbons of and tattered pieces of his clothing. His armor that's been basically dissolved. It used to be metal, but none of those metal studs are there. His bronze bronze pauldron is all not decayed but rusted and filmed over. And you see,
when he comes out, I'm not letting that little bee go over there first. I run over there. Don't say a word about Delon.
you run over to him.
I would go over there to make sure okay or help up before anyone else went over there.
You run over to help him. He says, Ares, is that you?
Yes.
And you can see he's not quite seeing clearly.
Like,
you can
I'm
give me a
here.
medicine check.
Well, 19.
You can determine that the thing, when it removed itself, took his eyesight.
Ooh, he's blind.
Oh, he's fine. Oh, at least he got to see me before then.
At least that was the last thing you ever
At least that was the last thing you saw.
Question: Is
And
this
you-
a condition, or is this just
I mean, I don't know if I would be able to.
like
tell
It's
that.
not-
restoration gets rid of blindness? Is it that same way? The same way?
That's a blinded condition.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just checking.
This is like biological blindness that he has at the moment.
Oh. Right, focus.
Gouges out
Uh, He says, "What happened to me? I can't see anything. Where are you?" And he,
Right here. We're good. We're fine for now. Basically, that everyone's here. Who's all dead? What? On cash?
Razier's not dead.
Not Razier, but I mean, like, basically, they're gone. Foxfire's here.
everyone's okay.
No, like, we're all right. We're all right. None of ours are dead.
I'm glad to hear your voice, Ares.
I'm gonna say, while all this is going on, it's like, I'm so sorry. Like, she just feels so bad that she kept him here and then this all happened. Because everything went so sad. I'm like, this is all my fault. I'm so sorry.
You did what you had to do. I would have done the same. There were more forces at work here than you could possibly imagined or known.
Clearly.
Who was running over to Darley?
Me.
Um,
And Argar.
Yeah.
Arga.
Or not.
Unless
Argar?
like, yeah, no, unless, yeah, I think I'm gonna do that because that was.
Because you said she was bleeding and she's pregnant, and now that the main threat Cedric
He
was
said
facing
bleeding
is
from
not
her
there.
back.
Yeah,
I'm more
but I'm
worried
just
about
saying,
the
just-
giant
just to-
gas.
Does it matter? Pregnant woman's bleeding.
Yes, it does,
Like,
but...
Blood loss is probably not good for someone who's having a kid.
I need you two to give me perception checks.
Oh no.
Natural 20.
Natural
Oh.
1.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cedric, you don't see this. You trip and bust your ass.
Damage.
No.
Thank
Uh,
You trip because there's
Uh,
amniotic fluid on the ground.
dear.
Oh,
By your mother's
And his 20 realizes a baby's coming.
You-
actually, the true end game.
I think I would probably
I mean,
be the best
she's a
person to be
dragon.
there if she's laying an egg.
She's
She's having a baby. She's having a baby.
It's a genuine question, right?
Yeah.
Because
But she's
now
halfling
she,
now, so
she
like
pop in a squat.
she's
But that doesn't matter though, because wasn't she changed into an actual?
No, she's a human. She's a human right now.
She's a
No,
half like.
no.
Or sorry,
What
halfling,
I
not
mean
right.
is when Bosco like made his wish for her to become a golden dragon, does her race change from halfling to golden dragon? Because that means that she's laying an egg.
Well, I think if she's in halfling form, it would come out as a halfling. If she was in dragon form, it would
but
come
she
out
was
as
So I
she
got
was
a
also
natural
pregnant
20.
before she
We're about to find out.
He did true polymorph. That's the spell he
Oh, never mind.
Used.
Wh-
so she can shape shift, but that doesn't change what she actually is.
Yeah.
Okay, so
You on a natural 20, you get over there within eyesight and she can't breathe.
I'm with you. I just didn't know.
But on a natural 20 on an insight, like pairing insight with it, she can't breathe because someone's holding it. Someone's holding her lung at the moment.
if this is him,
I look over to where I literally spin my head to where Foxfire is. Does he look like he's holding any kind of a gesture?
Foxfire is definitely holding a gesture at the moment.
brother.
What's wrong, Argar?
Tend to her. I have someone to deal with.
I am quickly closing distance with Foxfire.
Told y'all.
You break the concentration of that right now.
Too late. On
I
that natural
swing.
1, you're not there in time.
I told you he
I
was
swing at
terrible from the beginning.
You swing at him. I'm not even going to worry about dice rolls. I think Fury and Rage envelops you and you utterly destroy this guy. But at the same time, Darlie is suffocating actively. And
I just don't know what's going on with her.
yeah, you don't know what's going on with her. You can tell that she's not able to breathe. But as that's kind of happening, you're with Mavara, right?
Yeah.
She was stabilized?
Yes.
No, you were stabilized.
She took
I
it
just
and
got-
he spared
And then you
time.
got up again.
Yeah.
Do you let out any sign of help?
Yeah. If I can't do anything, which I still have one more spell slot, would any healing help her in this situation?
Not in this situation because she's suffocating.
I think it's from biomancy too, which is why this is
Exactly.
different.
Yeah. I'm shouting. We need help. We need help over here.
Zarzos, you hear that help is needed.
Help is on the way.
And I'm trying to do compressions or something.
I hear that.
You're gonna have a C-section.
No.
Giant ass.
I think
Actually,
also
can I-
Elid.
can I
I think
try?
also Elidir hears it, turns his head, and he sees you pile drive Foxfire. He looks to Darlie, and he starts sprinting towards her. Not in a manner of he's gonna finish her off, but in a manner of he's gonna lend the best aid he can.
Elidir?
Yeah.
I get up, hear that, and I say, "Where's Ryoko?"
Ryoko is nearby.
What was she
Kind of
doing?
forgot about
What was
her.
she doing this whole time?
She's just watching it all.
She's taking it all in.
Again, it was
Do I know
supposed to be
anything
kind of
about-
like you guys.
Do
It
I know
wasn't
anything
her.
about what she could breathe?
Oxygen?
It's more of a matter of would she?
You're in charge of her.
breath she has, like of her draconic.
She's a silver platinumish dragon with like lines of black racing stripes going from her back up to her neck.
As I get up, I say, "Mercy is rebellion," and I'm gonna stride up to Ryoko.
If you're coming to me for what you can offer, there's still something to pay for, Zarzaros. Something you never paid for. She's dying.
She will not die today.
Not if you can help it.
Not if I can help it.
Thonsandal did it once before.
A life for a life.
And she nods. There's still time. I was there when you made that bond with Bosco. To protect at all costs. This is your chance to honor that promise.
To be very clear, I have no healing. What I'm implying is that
You don't need healing, Zarzaros. Your elf friend knows how to do it.
Oh, dear.
oh. Okay.
He has biomancy, that's why.
It's not at all where I was going. Great.
It will be painless.
And I head over toward where Eladir's running toward her, and I'm gonna go over there as well.
You see Eladir reaches down, he says, her lung, it's collapsed. We only have short time.
Do what you must.
Are you sure?
I'm ready.
You're sure?
Do it.
And he puts a hand on your shoulder, says, you're sure?
She will live today. And her child.
Yes.
I have a sandcastle to maintain.
You see, he motions you to lay down next to her and basically corral her into, like, your big spoon and she's small spoon.
Bosco would be so mad.
From the
Put your hands. No, sure, it's the next one.
He says, close your eyes.
What are you gonna say? Bye to all of us?
She's dying!
I'm gonna be so mad.
Dude, I am like
Literally.
screaming for Seraphina at this point. In the rubble.
Where's your ball?
Any signs of life. I'm sprinting around.
You see-
in desperation.
You see, as you guys,
Temple door.
No.
Closest it.
Now you need to
some of you looking on from beyond, others closer nearby, you hear Eladir start chanting some incantation. You see Avanya gets over to where you are, Ares, and she says, "What's he doing?"
Do I
At
know
that
what
point,
he,
I'm
do
done.
I know what he's doing?
At that point, I'm done pile driving.
I think he's just a bloody.
I
he's
turn
a
around and I
pulp
see
at
it and I
this
just...
point.
Zaros?
You see Avanya says, No. He can't do this. Zarzaros, he's your friend, isn't he?
Do I know what he's doing? When she's telling me
She's
this, do
gonna
I
tell you
recognize
right
what
now.
Okay, I'm gonna say. Well,
She says,
why is she asking me like
Who is that halfling? Your dad is about to...
your dad? Our dad?
Our dad is about to... He's done this before. and she runs over to Eladir, kind of like bringing you along with you, in then trailing Silverfang as well. Silverfang says, "Eladir, what are you doing?" He said, and Eladir says, "Silverfang, not now. He's made his choice."
What choice?
Nobody can stop this. She has to be saved.
You can't stop this.
I didn't imagine it that way.
He's in the tank.
Oh my god, I have to go to the bathroom.
I second that.
Wait.
As she says,
Yeah.
no one can stop this, I'm going to say, I can.
I'm gonna say, what do you think you're doing, both of you?
Me?
To them.
She's
Yeah,
not
I'm
much
saying.
time left. What are you proposing, Nixel?
Get me to the Fey Dark as fast as possible afterwards.
What? Why?
I'm a fairy.
So? She's not.
Doesn't matter. She stays here, I go to the Fey Dark.
What?
If you die on our plane, if we take you to the Fae, will you respawn?
It would
He's
have to be,
gambling
like,
if he
That's not how this works. If it worked that way, it would have worked with Amara.
We're gambling life and death. The decision is made.
She doesn't have much time left.
Amara went back to the Fey Dark.
Amara is a spirit now, Nixel.
Precisely.
You want him to live on forever as a spirit? Or do you want him to pass in his own lands, where he can give back to his community?
I want him to live on and continue.
I understand you want him to live on. I wanted the same for Amara, and I learned my lesson. It might be time you learn yours as well.
Which is what? You haven't even let me speak my entire sentence.
I'm waiting.
Rose stays. You take me instead, and my spirit returns.
It's too far. You're not nearby enough. It doesn't work that way.
Then at least I tried.
I can't conjure a spirit from the Fey Dark and utilize it in a mortal plane ritual. It just doesn't happen. There are limitations. Unless I had some sort of magical deck.
So, I appreciate.
I like scratch my head and look. As it's like stuffed in my back pocket.
I think you say deck, and I go, deck? Deck. You have the deck?
Yes.
Well, pull it out, man!
Why? So one friend can die for another.
So one friend does not have to die.
Both of them will. What? That's
Nixel's offering to die in the Fae Dark.
You tried once before, and I'm holding up my beat pen.
If he dies in the Fae Dark, he doesn't actually die.
No. He will die from this spell. It's just that he'll come back as a spirit. No, a spirit's not being alive. A spirit's just like an undead being.
Respawn.
No, he won't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, listen to me. I appreciate your want that I live on. But we're losing time here. We could lose her. Her child. I made a promise to Bosco.
I made the same promise. We all did. We all owe it to Bosco. And You've tried once before, and I'm holding out my B-pin. Now you're a little wiser.
I'm wise enough not to play games with it anymore.
The choice is yours then.
Who's? Oh, I was like, who you talking to?
The choice is ultimately Zarzaro's. Do you have any last words, Zarzaros?
Mercy has led me to this path. I wouldn't have chosen any other way or any other people to do this with. I pray to Tamara that this will be enough for her. I love you all.
Zarzaros. We didn't always agree. But I always knew that your heart was in the right place. You've taught me a lot about mercy. Goodbye, friend.
Goodbye.
He finishes the spell. Zarzaros, there was no pain. You pass on. And in the distance, it's a void for a bit, but then you see a tower. And then you see a little short man with a bucket hat and a bow.
That's too big for him.
That's too big for him. And he sees your giant form. And he says, "You're shorter than I expected. And it took you long enough to get here, buddy."
I think it was just the right amount of time.
You see, he walks towards you. And as he gets to you, he does one of those things where he does that 180 and puts a hand on your back, but he's so short that it's about the base, like right above your bum.
Just grabbing your tail.
And he says, "Come, let me show you what I've been up to."
It's good to see you, Bosco. Everything's just on fire.
You never broke the sandcastles of trust.
Stop.
No. I wouldn't let that happen.
And you've given Rocky a new life.
I can't wait to watch it all with you.
You know, I've spent a little bit of time with Tamara. And she said, "Mercy is the rebellion of the mind, so that you can see the truth in the heart." And I think you did that tonight.
She always showed me a new path.
Let's walk.
I couldn't see before.
Let's walk. As he walks up massive stairs, you guys get to the top of the tower. And at the top of the tower, you can look down and see the vastness of Agros, the Mecca. And he shows you a little spyglass that he's put on the tower. A spiritual spyglass. And when you look into it, You see, this man had the heart of a dragon, and he'd been watching you this entire time. He says, he's gonna grow up to be such a fighter, such a gambler. He'll probably get into a lot of trouble. But you gave him that chance. And so did your friends.
I wouldn't change it for the world.
He takes off his bucket hat. He says, this might fit you a little better than me.
And I try to put it on, but one of my
Gets stuck on
horns
one of the
just-
horns.
Well,
Oh, sorry, I didn't think about the horns.
Nice new dip for you.
It's good to see you.
It's good to see you, Bosco.
We have work to do. Always busy. I'm the chore boy around the house here.
Show me the way.
And he leads you off to go tend to the dead. Back on the surface, the soul moves, and reaching inside, you can see from a meta point of view, you can see the lung reform from Zarzaros's soul and essence. As she breathes a shattered breath and then a steady one, she opens her eyes. As she looks around, sees all of her friends. She realizes who she's sitting or laying next to. She goes, Zarsaros? He didn't. He didn't.
He did.
Zarsaros? Weeping, tears, sobs. As you guys eventually console her. What is it you guys do? I recognize how late it is. We're almost there.
Immediately or?
Like, yeah, I would say immediately or like
Yeah.
after consoling Darlie?
I'm not worried about consoling Darling.
Right.
I am crying with her. Afterwards, I can console her.
Yeah,
But
that's
say-
that's
literally-
that's
I would
part
say
of consoling.
No, I
Argar is
know, but-
actually,
she's like, yes, he did it. When she's asking that.
he doesn't
That's
cry,
what
but he
weeping
does. He
over.
does sit down, cross-legged, near you guys, and just kind of contemplates it, staring at Zarzaros.
I will weep a little, and then I want to make sure that you actually took care of Foxfire. Is he actually done?
Foxfire's toast.
Okay, good.
You
Good.
you see
I
the
want to
handiwork,
make sure
you're like,
because if
yeah,
it's not done,
yeah.
if it's not done, I'm gonna go into a blind rage like you did.
Oh
if
no.
it's done, and I'll just go back to madly crying.
No, he very
Literally should have shanked him from the beginning.
The ritual that we did for Bosco is called Kaso.
Mm-hmm.
Then I would mention he deserves the ritual of Kaso in his hometown, surrounded with his family. It's the very least we owe him.
I agree.
As you guys gather your bearings, witnessing the destruction that took place here, you see immortals busy at work trying to get things clear, move the wounded, move the dead. No longer any of them having any of those laversite pieces.
I look at Argar, and what of Kronzatek?
He has been undone.
I show him the sigh.
This is what remains. I will hold on to it.
Deservedly. How did he go?
He is not stupid.
No, he is not.
Just, he was lost. But I think he understands now, as do I.
Truly, Kronzatek was a terrible man who did terrible things.
The thing
But for a time, I called him father. While he may not have been one, he's the one I had. And were it not for the hands of fate, I would not be where I am today.
he is, like I said, he is smart. That makes him complicated. But his flaw was never being humbled by life.
He always did get his way.
But regardless, I do think, despite all that, you became a good man.
Thank you, Arvar. My whole life, I lived in his shadow. All I wanted was to not become him.
Be humble. And you will not.
Wise words from a wise man.
Gax, your family approaches and hugs you, embraces you, the littlest one holding on for the longest time. Nixel,
I think Nixel's looking around at everyone, talking Ares to Silverfang, Cedric to Argar, Gax to his family, and he's just feeling a little bit of that hermitage return to him
lonely.
as he, I think, likely sheds a tear, grips his pistol, and walks off quietly. to
Can I
return
do
to
a
the Feydearth.
perception check before he does?
Yeah, I would also not want to let him walk away.
Actually, there is one more thing he would do. He'd take out, if he still has it. I know we said the laversite turned into blood, but I don't know if the piece he had did.
Yeah, all laversite basically turned into liquid. A hardened heart.
Return back to being blood.
But yeah, I would also like to do a perception check to see if he's leaving.
In that case, yeah, no, I think he just saw.
Give me a stealth check to do it, and you can do it with advantage because they've all been preoccupied with other things.
Guys, y'all making this just the crusty end. Oh my god. Against
Can I
our
still do a
passive
perception?
or like
Is it against our passive or just
It would be against your passives, yeah.
Shit.
21.
for what? Passive what?
Mine's,
Perception?
Yeah.
mine's 15.
I'm 16.
18.
You guys get your bearings. The immortals doing their work. You look around, talking to one another. But you've not necessarily neglected, but you have a feeling, a slight intuition that Nixel left. You don't know where he went. He didn't leave a note. He didn't leave a symbol. He's always been a loner. He's always been a little bit of a hermit. I think in this moment, it's not necessarily hurt that you feel with him leaving so abruptly, but perhaps he has other things in mind, people to gain vengeance on, people to put in their place. I'm sure if you found him again, he'd recognize you and be at your side whenever you called him. Whenever you needed his help, his ingenuity. You guys take in this space, knowing that it's in decent hands with the immortals nearby, cleaning things up. You look around, you don't see Rahazir anymore, you see nothing but ash on the ground. She had been sent away. Brothalan is there and accompanies you as you guys head to Ridascale, where you partake with Zarsros' mother and some of the community there in Ridascale, as you once again get to see him pass on. His spirit lifts up into the sky in star-like motes, where you swear you can see the image of Bosco and him shaking hands and greeting one another. And as you guys say your goodbyes, you join hands. Gax, Aragar, I think you guys end up heading back to the Veshlands to correct the problems there, the people that are in chaos. They've brought the Judge and the Master Druid of Stars. Things could be reformed here by you two, working together. Or they could be moved. Nixel, you head back to the Fey Realm, finding a portal, the closest one you can figure out where it is. You find a grove to settle down in, enough space where you can learn to create and mess around with this new sniper rifle you have. The ones I don't know what happens is Cedric and Ares.
I would tell my friends after the ritual of Casso that swords did not lead the Dalelands, but they were the profound power. With them gone, a power struggle is inevitable. I will return home and use as little influence as much influence as I can to restore order.
That's very noble of you, Cedric.
Not noble. Responsibility.
I too have a responsibility,
Who was this?
Silverfang.
Oh, okay. Sure, this is my dad or.
My realm needs me.
Does he still have, like, everything is still there, though, right? It's all jacked up in him? He just was separated from the thing?
The thing is not in him anymore.
Oh, it is gone.
Yeah, it just
Oh.
left him blind.
I thought that was a condition.
No, it's not a condition.
Oh, not a condition,
It is
okay. But it is gone.
Biologically,
It is gone, okay.
he's biologically blind.
Okay. That's what I was wondering, if the thing is done. It won't happen again.
He says, they need their prince.
I'm gonna be a queen! No, you all have your
That's what I was
depressing.
expecting.
He says, I know you're the queen of the moonlit pit,
Oh, yeah.
but would you consider being a princess?
Just a princess. Just a princess.
Until I'm reinstated as king, and then you shall be my
I was
queen.
gonna say, you gotta graduate to that.
I know.
Or you
They-
could
they
be a
know ring on
queen
that
of a
thing again.
fighting
I mean, that's
pit
really
or
how I'm acting.
town.
I'm like, just that? Are you
They
sure?
don't even know I exist still. Other than those two Lightwing fuckers.
We do have to take care of them eventually, don't we? I'm thinking about going back there and back them up.
Please, if adventure calls again, be sure to invite
Look
me.
for, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
We'll find Nixel down there.
Argo would also be willing to help with that. They have a lot.
Right
to
hear
it.
the hubbub of Queen Aries.
Alright, yeah. If I hear from across the pond, oh, of course, Aries again.
Yes! I think I could be persuaded.
It seems that Feydark became a massive fighting But-
Fight for my pleasure.
Yeah.
First course of action, we find the Lightwings, and we make them battle each other.
Excellent idea. Now we'll draw Nixel out too. Maybe we can see him again.
Last thing, a couple months after you return to Vesh, I think you'd find a contraption on any desk or workspace you have, and it would be
You see how bare his living situation
It
is,
would
even
be-
with all of the prestige, and you're like, really?
I walk in, my pea coat flowing, my 2,000 G's of swag on.
You see, he's picked up more
But
regular clothing lately.
But you see on your desk just an elbow joint made from rods and gears, and a note. It says, A. Your past will always shape your future. Signed, N. And that's laid on top gently of the
When Rogar
elbow joint.
finally sees, or sorry,
Rogar.
He's back.
I know another player character who also named that character Rogar, so it threw me off. When Argar finally sees it, he looks at the note, kind of gives a curt smile.
Looking at the note, or at least hearing about the new joint and all that. He should know I'm like a couple of months off of just regrowing that thing, right?
It's not the point.
Oh, Argar's sentiment. Argar's like, no.
Well, do you want a metal arm? It's pretty sick.
No, not a metal arm. Reattach the old one with the joint.
Oh, it would have rotted by then, no?
Not with you taking care of it.
Me?
Oh, but you left.
I did leave.
Did you bring that up?
You would have.
I brought his arm with me.
And
I'm
if
like,
you
I
left-
hang it up on my
And if
mantelpiece.
you left, you know your boy Gax. And if you left, you know your boy Gax taking care of it.
Wait, no. I would love
No,
to think.
I would have left
I
it
would've-
too, because my mindset is I can just freaking regrow it.
No, I would love to think that you got home, you were so like duty bound, you got home and you realized in your bag that you still had this freaking-
I get back to the Dale Lands. I walk into Archendale. It's completely destroyed. I go
My
back
people,
to
I
my.
brought you food.
I go back to my.
Oh.
Can Eladir have come with you?
Absolutely. 100%. Is that what you're offering?
I think he would have approached you and been like,
Oh,
we could
it
rebuild
would-
together.
It would be my honor.
Oh my lord, if you two don't come off it.
Marry my
And then
daughter,
I-
Cedric.
and then
No.
well, we actually.
Are you sure?
In
Are
what?
you sure
Having
about
you come
what?
with me.
No, marrying my daughter.
Avanya. Clearly.
I take others'
Yeah,
suffering.
he's forcing you.
Avanya! Wait, we never addressed why he did want me to be with Silverfang. Was it just because of that?
Well, let me answer this first. I take others' suffering onto myself, not unnecessary suffering.
Oh my gosh.
Are you calling my daughter unnecessary suffering?
If you're, is this?
They're
Hey,
too
this,
strong-willed for me, my friend.
Hey, royalty, sometimes you need to make sacrifices
Hey.
for the lineage.
Political
the house.
marriages.
As honored as I am.
Political marriages.
You're much more strong-willed than you think you are, Cedric. You're trying to rebuild a kingdom. I think you could worry less about a 35-year-old woman.
Or is it more like 6 months?
It's not rocket science, Cedric. Open up your heart a little bit.
what was it?
You're a very convincing man.
Is this all while we're around? You're just like bartering her off while she's right here in
No.
front of? Or
No,
not
no,
around?
this
Okay,
is
better
yeah,
not
no,
be.
this is him back in Archendale.
Okay.
They're standing at the edge of the ruins.
Yeah, I will just say, it's a good point. Okay, I'll take you up on that.
I could see no better fit.
You honor me as always.
First we rebuild, then we have a wedding.
My quick worker you are.
And perhaps I'll have to find a way to get the other crazy one up here.
Up here.
She surely knows how to liven up the party.
I keep
I
in
still
touch with
can't
Alana.
believe that she found a way to squeeze her little way into being a queen.
You asked too much of me. I apologize.
Unbelievable.
And then
You know, they've probably started a fighting pit.
well, I'm waiting to hear from it. Any day now, a letter will come asking me to be a combatant.
Addressed to what? The ruins
Perhaps-
of Archendale?
It's very Aries to do that.
Cedric
Perhaps
and
when
your
we-
tears and your ruins.
We train fighters.
Oh, dear God.
We have the Archendale Games.
Oh my lord.
That'll
It's
bring
turning into Jordan.
that'll bring some attention for sure. And then I think as we're walking into the ruins of Archendale and we get to Silverstone Manor, it's also in ruins, but it's not just rubble. It's like broken walls, half open to the air, and in the living room where the fireplace is, where I spent many days, many nights reading, spent learning how to carry a sword. The mantelpiece is still intact, and I take out my sword, and for one final time, I place it on the mantelpiece.
You place it on the mantelpiece, and as you place it on the mantelpiece, behind one of the rubble structures comes Avanya out from the corner.
That was quick.
She's like, oh, I heard we're gonna have a wedding.
She didn't overhear any of this conversation, but she stands there, beautiful, elegant, jewelry all over, neck, ears, hanging off her wrists. And she sees the mantelpiece, and she says, "You're putting it up?"
I have no more use for it.
"None."
For the time being, at least.
You see she pulls out one of those dark obsidian scimitars. She says, "On guard."
You need practice.
You know a way to a man's heart. And he gets ready to
You do a couple of parries.
May I ask what happens to Darlie?
Darlie, What do you envision from you being up as a spirit? What do you envision Darlie doing? How her child grows?
I mean, I think anything is great to just see the sacrifice that he made be alive and well, that Bosco's child was delivered safely and is growing into something that is going to help shape Agaros for the next age.
I think she heads back to Riddescale. She had originally said that she wanted to live there because she liked the space. She could paint. It was picturesque. She was able to work and help your mom. You see that friendship grow and blossom. Your mom is the one that helps take care of Rocky when she cannot, when she's tired, or when she needs some time or space. You see Rocky walking in and out of that inn, that sushi shop, constantly back and forth. And on his tail, I think you see I don't think Pascal goes with you to the Fey
I
Dark.
was gonna say, wait, what about Pascal when you said that? No.
I think Pascal
Pascal.
is hovering around, and you can see Pascal is slowly teaching him the ropes of pickpocketing.
Oh, so great.
But I think what you notice is that he's not pickpocketing. Whatever Pascal pickpockets, he takes it from the raccoon
Pickpocketing it back.
and puts it back in.
God, that is so frustrating for
cute.
Pascal.
Yeah.
God,
so
it's like
cute.
work.
Dude, he's a master thief raccoon, and he's over here just nicking things.
And why can't he
You know,
not
like
me?
Stage from Loser, he's like, ah.
Yeah.
God, this
Just
poor
trying to
dude.
get the shiny stuff.
Like, for you?
You see Darlie. I think the last image we get for our campaign is Darlie on a hilltop near where that gazebo is, where you guys did the ritual of Kaso twice now. And she is sitting there with her canvas, painting her friends.
That's beautiful.
With the ground.
And I think that's it for the Revenant of Zotha, guys.
I cried too, man. I cried when he died.
Y'all are being real depressing until we fixed it at the end.
You gotta follow the right narrative
No,
notes.
but, and then he's like,
You gotta drop it down to build it back
I
up.
still wanted to add more, but I was like, nah, it's perfect.
Are you gonna do the intro in reverse now?
How do I do the intro in reverse?
Goodbye, everyone. And this was.
Oh.
Thank you for watching.
when we'll be back. No,
When
no,
you,
never,
when
never,
you look
never,
down, I
we're leaving.
thought right then and there you're gonna be like, all right.
And cutscene.
Well, that is it, guys, for Revenant of Zotha. That is the end of our campaign.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dan.
Yeah.
You guys were absolutely wonderful. What is this, 58 sessions or something like that? A year and 6 weeks full of sessions.
We skipped
I
some
mean, we
weeks.
had a little around the holidays.
Yeah, I mean, it
right?
took
But-
longer than that, but in total we played 58 times. That's a lot of hours.
Oh, yeah.
You guys played your characters fantastically. I'm very privileged to have been a DM for you guys.
It's been an honor
Wonderful to be
play.
a player.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks for always keeping me fair. Mr. Aragar with your chopping your arm off.
Yeah. Hey, fairness goes both ways.
With that, that's it for this campaign. join us next time. I don't know what's next, but I'm still working on it, so we'll see what shows up. I have ideas, plenty of ideas.
But there will be a next.
There will be a
more.
next.
So stick around.
Stay tuned.
And lastly, ba-bow.
Wow.
Thank you.